Hello and what's up everyone? As I said in previous videos before, we were going to do a Toy Story 4 feature, and here it is. We have this really cool, how many we got? It's a 7-pack, no 8-pack, let's not forget 4-key of figures from the upcoming Toy Story 4, and from what this looks like, it's some sort of window display. That is really cool because it's window box style packaging for a window display. I love that irony. And let's just have a quick turn around to the back. We will get to the front because that's the more interesting bit. But we have our little lineup here of Woody, the returning Bo Peep, 4-key. See, look, my daughter likes to say that's Sporky, but it's 4-key. You can see why she would call it Sporky. And we have Duke Kaboom, voiced by Keanu Reeves. And we have Combat Corals. Look at this. They're like a smaller scale version. And let's turn this back to the front, because if only I had more hands because we could film and unbox at the same time. I sort of like it the way it is. As you've seen in previous videos, this is my other Combat Coral action figure. This came in a free pack, an Amazon exclusive free pack based on Toy Story of Terror. Definitely worth watching. As you know, Combat Coral was sort of recast. The original Combat Coral was blown up by Sid in the original Toy Story film. And this is new and reinvented Combat Coral, and he's got some little minis there. And to look at immediately on the scale, they kind of remind me of the old Mask figures, sort of Dino Riders sort of scale figures from the 80s. Maybe that's what they're kind of going for with this one, but yeah, sort of get a Mask vibe from these. Maybe, yeah, slightly beefier than Mask, but maybe that's what they're supposed to be. We'll find out when we see when Toy Story 4 comes out and it's all spoiled on the internet. But this is amazing. I mean, we have Gabby. I don't know who Gabby or what she's all about, but like I said, we'll find out when the film comes out. New improved Bo Peep, like Combat Coral. Bo Peep's had some changes, and we've got. So did I say Duke Kaboom? Some sort of stunt guy, Evel Knievel homage, I don't know. But it's interesting that Buzz is on the outside here. Is he doing some sort of rescue mission? Who knows? And for some reason, Woody's hat's been placed down here. I'm not sure why. And the Duke, what am I calling the Dukes? The Corals, sorry, they're stood on top of some kind of trunk. Maybe they're trying to do an escape. Who knows? But yeah, this is a really cool pack. This, as far as I know, is a Smyths Toys exclusive and retails only at $39.99. Now, a lot of the figures in here retail separately for like £12, £13 each. You get a really nice bulk deal with this package. And as far as I know, yeah, it's $39.99. And Smyths Toys, who gave us this, are retailing it online and in stores for $39.99. Thanks, by the way, to Smyths. This is really good of you to send us this. Just hope we can do it justice. And again, gonna have another look at the back right before I'm gonna take another cut, and we're gonna start opening up, get some of these figures out, and you know the rest. You've seen toy review videos. Let's do this. So immediately, the first figure I've taken off of here is Buzz. Like I said, for some reason, he's seen outside. And, oh, I saw something on the door there that says Matt, maybe, no, mail? No, it's a mailbox. Sorry, thought I saw something else there, but no. Immediately, this is It's a very chunky Buzz Lightyear figure. Looks like Buzz Lightyear. Very well painted, very well sculpted. Lots of articulation in the knees, the elbows, the wrists, karate chop hand. There's no visor that goes over the top of him. Any of the features you'd expect from Buzz Lightyear are not here. It's just a static but very well posable figure. It has its place. It's very good. So, like I said, the wings don't come out like they do in the film. But as you can see, there's some really good joints here. It's just serves its purpose as a very cool Buzz Lightyear action figure for standing on the shelf and posing and clashing together with Woody or whoever, whatever, however he's played with. Serves its purpose well. It's very good. Funnily enough, I pick it up. He's very light. He looks solid, but very light. So I'm not sure what kind of plastic he's made out of. But yeah, for what he is, he's very light and hollow, but stands well. Really good. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's like I said, if you want a no frills Buzz Lightyear, this is pretty good. Does a pretty good job. No Spanish mode though. So here we have Combat Carls. The two Combat Carls. I'm not sure why this one is wearing, like I said, he may be a different edition Combat Carl. Very cool. And they're standing next to Toy Story of Terror Combat Carl. Just to show off size comparison here. I really want to dig out some more mask figures. I think I have a map tracker somewhere that I bought at a car boot sale. But here they have little knee joints here, and that's really neat. There's no other articulation in the arms apart from that they go up and down, but that's nice little basic figures that they really remind me of Mask. Maybe somebody has already done some comparisons, but these are really neat, and I like them, and they match up well with the others. Again, if I sound a bit clueless about as to why and what, that's it. I've just been avoiding spoilers for Toy Story 4 because I mean, watch the trailer, but I don't know any details apart from who may be the villain or whatever. But yeah, I've just been avoiding spoilers. So, like I said, forgive me if I sound a bit clueless as to who these characters are, like the newcomers. But yeah, let's move on. So next up, we have Duke Kaboom, and let me just move a little bit. He kind of like Buzz, feels very light. Very solid looking figure. Lots of posability there. His movable knees, elbow joints, wrist, arms, all of that. Really nice sort of maple leaf representation there. He's very much Mr. Canada. And yeah, the helmet can come off. Earlier shots, you saw that he had the helmet on. It can come off. He doesn't really do much else. He's, like I said, another cool figure with no gimmicks or anything. In the Toy Story trailer that I've seen, he was seen to have been doing all sorts of flippy floppy sort of stunts and sort of spring activated whatever, really. But this is just looks pretty cool. I look forward to seeing how this character plays out in when Toy Story 4 hits the cinemas. So next up we have Woody. Very plasticky Woody. Very solid. This is actually, believe it or not, as skinny as Woody is, he's actually more of a solid figure than the Buzz Lightyear that's come with this pack. Articulation everywhere again, just like with Duke Kaboom and Buzz Lightyear before him. Bendable elbows, wrists. I think there's some articulation in the waist. Sorry, in the waist articulation. There's even a little drawstring molded into his back there, and you can do that. There's a snake in my boots soundbite with him. I think the boots are removable, but I don't want to take them off because they're helping this figure stand. And being this sort, it works for Woody because, you know, like in the Toy Story films, a very flippy floppy cloth-like figure, and this works. I like it. I think he's very accurate to scale. Maybe I haven't really made any comparisons. The hat does come off. As you've seen in earlier shots, the hat was separate in the package, and his hat come off, and that's the way it was put together. Very well detailed. Again, a good Woody figure, no frills. You can reenact scenes from the film, display him, whatever. It does its job very well. So next up, it's Gabby. Now, as I've said previously, I have absolutely no idea what's going on in Toy Story 4. I've avoided spoilers, but I think I recall somebody on Twitter or Reddit or somewhere saying that Gabby is the villain of the film. Now, this figure is totally solid, I'm telling you. Now, if I just pick her up, that is solid. That is a very hard head there, more solid than all the other figures in this pack. So she is the villain. We have a very solid representation of the villain of Toy Story 4. Maybe Gabby is an ally, who knows, but it wouldn't be the first time we've had a dolly as a villain. If you remember in Toy Story 3, one of Lotso Huggins' hench toys was a baby dolly, and one of his muscle, along with Twitch and a couple of other tough guy characters. And yeah, it's almost like she was maybe connected to that nursery from the third film. Who knows? I'm just guessing. But yeah, Gabby is a... Otherwise, I mean, if I didn't know this was a Toy Story 4 toy, I would say this is a generic dolly, really. So yeah, I don't know who Gabby is at this point, but very solid figure. Obviously very important because it's the biggest figure in this set, and displayed quite prominently before I took her out of the package. So obviously a very key character with what Toy Story 4 is going to deliver. Two more figures left, and we have another newcomer to the Toy Story roster. This is Sporky. I always keep calling him Sporky, but here we have like the result of a made toy at play school. You have your pipe cleaner arms, the lolly stick feet, and the spork body and head. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the classic cliche of wiggly eyes there. Very nice, very good. Not much else to say really. There's no articulation with this figure at all, and really, let's face it, it's just a bunch of bits and pieces stuck together, which is what it's meant to be. I think the arms do bend though. Oh yeah, they do. That's quite neat. I don't know if they stay like that. I think that's just the texture of the plastic it's molded in, but it looks very cool. And look forward to seeing what this character is all about. But from what I've gathered from the trailer, yeah, Forky is a new friend, somewhat a toy in denial, but a very coveted new toy of Bonnie. So we'll see what this character is gonna bring. So last up we have Bo Peep, the returning Bo Peep, Woody's long lost love interest from Toy Story 1. Haven't seen her in a while. She's now got she had that staff in the first film. The petticoat on her design is gone, and she's now kind of been, I don't know, she's been through a few adventures from what I've gathered from the trailer. She's changed and toughened up into, I would call her Bo Peep 2.0. But looks ready to tangle some bad guys, whoever the bad guys are. Maybe Lotso Huggin' Bear is going to make a return. Maybe Sid's going to make a return. Maybe that creepy guy from Toy Story of Terror is going to make a return with his iguana. But yeah, again, articulation everywhere. Arms, elbows, knees. Stands very well. Look how little those feet are. Bo Peep stands remarkably well. I was concerned I was going to get that staff to help her stand up. That's the trouble with figures with very small feet. They just topple over, but no assistance of blue tack, no nothing. Bo Peep is looks like she's now a tough lady to tangle with, and she's now going to be set to reconcile with Buddy and, what am I saying, Buddy? Woody, Buzz and the rest of the gang. Sorry, I'm fumbling my words here, but I'm going to keep on going, and I think that's the last of it. We've gone through everybody, and we're just going to have a little look at this scenery in the pack. This must be the antique shop featured in the Toy Story 4 trailer. There may be some Easter eggs somewhere there. There's some bowling pins on top of that cabinet. Some china plates in there. A jug, a bell. Looks like a typical, I don't know, setup for an antique shop. There's trunks and suitcases, a little gumball machine, retro typewriter there. And look, the Pixar ball is there. Looks like something that will come into play in Toy Story 4, some sort of key location. It does show that Woody and Bo Peep reunite in this place, so there's some catching up to do there. So I'm not sure how to wrap this video up. I didn't plan it, I didn't write a script or anything, but is that a cough I can hear? I have a very poorly girl at home from school, so I'm going to help get my daughter Blaise to round off this review. She's going to have a one last look through the figures.
This is a spork. They say it's forky, but it's a spork. I don't know why they say it's a fork.
Yeah, we keep saying it. It's
a spork. Look at it. It's a spork. It is a spork.
Well, I agree with you. I don't know why they call it forky, but that is what Bonnie, the character in the film, created. Forky has named that character, so you know.
It's meant to be spork, I think.
That debate's going to go on for ages. I'll just stick to saying that Rumble is red and Frenzy's blue. Okay, what about the rest of these characters? You already know about Combat Carl because I have it. But look, we have Bo Peep. And that solid dolly.
I don't see a sheep anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's part of the. Maybe that's in the storyline. She needs to round them back up.
Maybe.
But look, we got some of the other Toy Story. Are you looking forward to Toy Story 4, Blaise?
Yeah. What is this?
What's this?
I know it's Russian because I can definitely. Wait, is that Russian?
No, the maple leaf on his belt buckle will give you. In fact, no. Have a look at his cape, Blaise. Is that a big enough reveal of his nationality for you?
Yes.
What is he?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Right, it's Canada, Blaise.
Oh.
He's from Canada. He's Duke Kaboom. So what do you think of Duke Kaboom? Yeah, the helmet does come off.
Hello. Why is this moustache like that? That's so weird.
No, I thought, because look, if you look, there's an antique shop setting. We're filming on top of the old tatty ottoman here. So I thought it was very suitable for the theme. And look, Blaise, got some little baby Combat Carls there.
Small ones.
Yeah, very cool. But look, got Buzz and Woody. And that new character in the yellow dress, that's Gabby.
Not my best friend. That's
not your best friend at school, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
No. You haven't coughed for the last couple of minutes. You're doing very well. So, this is actually supposed to be the closing minutes of this toy unveiling, unboxing, review thingy.
Wait, can you get his helmet up?
Unfortunately, no. This, as I said earlier in the video, there's no features on any of these, just movable bits and pieces. So what do you think of them?
I think they're cool.
So they're cool. So you've only been introduced to these toys for the last couple of minutes, but are you amazed already? What do you think of them so far?
I am amazed.
You are amazed, yeah. It's amazing the cool stuff I hide from you sometimes. So, do you want to close this video for me?
How do I do that?
Well, I usually say that's enough of my incoherent rambling for the last 10 minutes. So until next time, have a good one.
I think we just did it already.
You can echo that, have a good one.
Where's the thing from this thingy?
I think we're going to be in for a very long night. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. So
Bye.
until next time, you've just been watching Heroes Log. Have a good one.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Bye.
Go watch Toy Story 4.
It's my